Hey everyone, it's Relic here, and we are back playing some more Quantus on the FTOG server. And yes, I got a lot to do in this episode, and it's potentially going to have to go over to a second part to another episode. But yeah, first of all, you remember in the last episode, we sorted out down here, we sorted out our ore processing. In fact, it wasn't down there, it was along here. Sorted out our ore processing. And I also showed you that I'd set up the farm area. So we're going to start using that today, just a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to start off with that first of all for what we want to do. And if we can just land somewhere where I'm not going to destroy any earth, that will be fine. He says destroying some earth straight away. That's fine. Our worms will take care of it. So what I want to do is I want to automate some food. And the reason why I want to do that is A, because it's fun. And B, because we're kind of running a bit low on the beef Wellington that Grot kindly gave us. So I want to make this the delighted meal, and I want to automate it. So it's one of these meals, it gives you the full boost of food. And if we just go into this, there's quite a few steps that we have to go through. So first of all, we need some fries and we need smoothie. Smoothie, I'm not really sure how we're going to do that yet because it requires snow. But the fries are absolutely fine. And then the cheeseburger itself, absolutely fine. Just a bit of lettuce, bit of tomato. And then cheese, that's fine. That's just a bit of milk. We can handle that. And we're going to be taking care of that today. And then for this, we're going to require a load of wheat, obviously, to make the bread, to make the toast. And we're going to need some beef as well. So the things I want to work on today really is the cow side of things. So the beef and the milk. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to need a whole bunch of wheat for breeding up cows. And I'm just trying to work out which one of these areas is going to give us the best return wheat-wise. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, potentially that we'll go for the front one here. So, I have kind of prepared this a little bit. I've got this tunnel down here. And with little channels all to the various areas just so that we can pull up stuff as we need it. And I'm thinking potentially, yeah, I've got some stuff in there ready for moving it about. I've got some farming stations, so let's just grab one of those. And I didn't really make a note of where the opening, strange bit of movement there, where the opening was for that. So that opening is at 66392Y74. So if we jump down here, and I think potentially, is it this front one? And where are we? Yes, okay, so it's that one. So we need to drop ourselves a farming station there. Now, yeah, we're going to put it into this gap. Just here, I think, is potentially going to be the best place for it. And then we just need to get it wired up. So if we just come down here a bit, I think we'll take this out like so. In fact, yeah, it's left a little bit of a gap there, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. So let's go into here. Let's grab ourselves out a power cell. So we've got 3 power cells. I think we're potentially going to need some more power cells actually, so we want to put that on the side of there. And I bet did I have any cards up here? I can see some mobs on the map somewhere. I'm not really sure what that's all about. So no, we haven't actually linked that up. Okay, so that's the cards all linked up to the power system. So let's jump back in here, and we want to put one of these cards into here. So let's just grab one of them out, and we'll pop that there, go into here and pop the card in. So that's now that getting power, which means, oh, we haven't actually turned it to set out, and that means so the farming station will now get power, and then we just need to get that linked up to a wireless network. So we're going to need to pop this in here, and this is going to be a bit more messing around because I haven't got any wireless cards set up for this. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, where do I want to do this actually? If we put Yeah, that's a good plan actually. Let's pop that down there and then we'll wire into it because we've got an absolute ton of that stuff. Cool, right, so we will pop that on there and then can we just get that? Can we not do that? Can we get that so it's coming outwards? Didn't really want to put the pipe into there, but it's not going to matter. So we'll get that down and we might as well put it down to the area that we prepared for it, like so. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that I am going to need some more of this. And then, yeah, actually, let's just dig that out. Have we not got a shovel? Let's use the proper tool for this. So, if I could spell, that would be obviously great. We haven't actually got a shovel. Do you know what? Let's just dig it out. It's 2 bits of dirt. Okay, so that's that sorted out. And let's just go and sort out the other side of it. So, we have got... Can we actually get to this? To here. So, this is going to be on extract. And we want it always active. And then we just need to come around the front like so. And let's probably just sleep really quickly because we don't want anything heading round here. Good. Right, so where are we? So we've got our farming station. Now I'm kind of hoping that that is okay just there. And if we were to just go in here, so yeah, so we need an axe, we need some seeds. So let's go into here, let's grab some seeds. And we'll sort out automation of axes and stuff as we go forward. But hopefully, if we do that, I just want to see how wide an area that'll do. Not a very wide area. And we're definitely going to need more than that. So we are also going to need some of these octadic capacitors. And that'll make the area much, much wider. Let's just have a quick look and see how far that will go. Okay, well that should kind of be okay. I'm surprised actually that it hasn't filled in the rest of those gaps. In fact, we've run out of seeds, which is the reason why. So let's just grab some more of those. Bit more messing about, but we need to get this right at the beginning, otherwise we are going to end up with nothing that we want. So let's just pop a few more in there, a few more in there, and a few more in there. And let's just have a quick look, see. Yeah, that is a much, much, much better area. So that's going to hopefully give us a little bit of a better return. And I am wondering why it's not put a row of seeds down here. Oh, it has now. It was just a little bit slow. Fine. Okay, happy with that. That is a pretty good area. So let's just jump back down here again. So we need to grab ourselves a hoe. And I'm just thinking to myself, we're probably going to be best off making an emeradic hoe actually, if we got, which is the best. Yeah, this calculator stuff is really, really good. I think for now though, we're going to have to just go with a diamond one. And we'll work on getting some better stuff and a bit of auto crafting as we move forward. Good, right, so that is going to output to down here. And obviously we are going to need to grab ourselves a remote card in here. So let's grab oh, we've got some remote cards already. Good. Right, so let's go and hook that up into our storage system. So if we just get up here really quickly without too much rubber banding, hopefully. And down here into our remote storage. Where are we? Remote storage, remote storage. And I don't actually know where our remote storage is. Oh, there it is. Right, so we want, and have I made the fatal error of not having a storage card? Now we've got some storage cards. Good. So we want one of those, and we'll pop that into here, and then we'll hook that up. So that'll be remote ID 12. And then we can go and pop that back into the storage module down here. And much easier being able to fly about now, to be honest. Cool, so we'll put that, which one was it that I've just done? Remote ID 12, remote ID 12. Good. Right, so we're going to have that come out. We're going to have our wheat coming into here. And now we can get up to the area where I'm going to set up the cows. Now I'm going to use the same area that we did for the ore processing, just because it was quite a big room. So yeah, there's plenty of space in there. And it would have been easier to go that way. Let's just fly up these stairs, can we? Just make life a little bit quicker. Cool. So yeah, I've kind of mapped it out a little bit how I'm going to want it already, but it's all going to be over this side, and I've already grabbed a load of cows just to save a little bit of time. So what we're going to want first of all then is to set up the modular storage. We are going to have that. Just trying to think, actually, let's build the rest first and we'll sort the storage out afterwards, just so I know where it's going to be. Cool. Right, so when I was thinking about setting this up, I thought to myself, I need a load of beef, and what's the easiest way to do that? And straight away, obviously, the answer was it was going to be pretty much to set up a wheat farm. But I decided against that, and the reason why I decided against it, A, because I've done it already, and yeah, pretty boring to do the same thing twice, to be honest. But yeah, I wanted to have a go and see whether or not we can do it this way. Now we're going to use the Actually Additions feeder, which I quite like. It's a pretty cool block, and it doesn't require any power, so that's a massive bonus. But of course, it does need an absolute ton of wheat. Now I'm hoping that I've got the thing that I need here. We're going to need a mechanical user on the bottom. This is all going to become clear why I'm doing stuff this way, but we're going to have that there. And then what we're going to need is, I'm kind of hoping, is that going to be far enough, or do we want to have a little bit more fence? I think we do. Let's just get this fence up one more level, and it may well be that we need to cut a little bit out of the more out of the ceiling. I only cut a little bit out because I knew I was going to want some height. Okay, and we can close that off. And yeah, as I say, I'll explain this as I'm going along. But I've what did I put in here to build this with? Some basalt bricks. Right, we'll use that because I think they're going to look okay. And what we want is a little area. Oh, not just there. We'll move that in a second. Like so. And that is where the baby cows are going to go. Why do I want baby cows, you're asking? Well, just hang on and all will be revealed. So now we can jump up here. In fact, now let's jump back off again. And yeah, I'm going to put the feeder down now because then I won't mess up the configuration. So we've got that. We've got the feeder. Now that is going to go at the back, I think, because that will just make life a whole lot easier, because now we can put this line in here and I won't mess up this square. So to that side, and then it's to this side, and then to the other side, and then we've got an even number of blocks. Right, so then we'll have this covered over, and the baby cows, when they're born, will be able to fall into that gap, but the adults won't. So we'll put this round one more time. I think that'll be sufficient. And we'll see in a minute. I might need to make it bigger. So before I fence it off, I am just going to double check that. Cool, right, there we go. So, I've got some glass down here actually. Let's grab that. I just saw in there some of this clear glass, because that will definitely make life a little bit better. And just pop a bit on top, and then we want 1, 2, 3. Just so that these have got a little bit of a run. Now I'm going to use vector plates to get these to go into the hole, and I want to take this middle piece out just because then we'll have access from, thank you, because we'll have access to this at the top. Cool, so we've got that, and then did I put the vector plates in here? I know that I made them. Right, like so. And if we put one facing that way, one facing that way, and then the rest I kind of want in a bit of a circle round. I don't know why, I just think that it will potentially stop any kind of cow congestion. And then, oh, didn't mean to do that. And then the cows will come in here like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the final row. So I didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think that should be good enough. So we'll have the adults will stand here. And then obviously, yeah, the babies can go in this little bit in here. Cool, right, so we'll put some fencing round the outside of this. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So basically what's going to happen, now I can explain it, and I've got this little setup going on, is you're going to have adult cows round here. They're not going to be able to get into this inside piece here. The feeder will feed the cows, babies will be born. The babies are only 1 block high, so they will get sucked onto this little bit in here of vector plate, and they'll make their way around to the hole. They will then drop down the hole into here, where the feeder is going to feed them wheat. Now the way that we do that is we change this onto entity, and that will now work on animals. So once we've got our wheat hooked up, which we will do in a minute, that will feed both that and this. Now I've kind of worked out this hole is there for a reason. I've kind of worked out because when the cows grow up, so we've got this, and we've got our hopper hock as well, which is why I've cut this little piece out here. I've kind of worked out how far down this needs to be. Can we put that in? The dreadthorn, in order to not kill the cows at the top. So that is just about a safe distance. And then we are going to want a mana pool, because that is going to require some mana. We'll pop that there, and then we'll pop the hopper hock over here ready. And I could really have done with grabbing another chest, so I'm kind of hoping, do we want a chest actually? No, we don't want a chest. What we want is we want to put some more modular storage there. Now I'm not sure whether or not this is going to work actually, because yeah, let's not do it this way, because I don't think the hopper hock is gonna interact with the storage. So what we'll do is we'll grab that up. It's just a little bit of faffing about really, but we'll grab that up. We'll grab a chest, so like so, and we'll put that there because we know that this will definitely work with a chest. And then let's hope, have we got, yeah, we've got some of this here. So we'll put that there, and we'll put this onto extract always, and onto insert, and then into here we need to put another one of these cards. Now I haven't linked that up yet. We'll go and do that in a minute because we haven't hooked it up yet. But the hopper hock's going to pull the beef and the leather. It's put it into this chest. It'll pull across into here, and then this will go back into our remote system. And then over, where do we want The remote system. Yeah, fine. We don't need to set anything else up because we use the same remote system here for the wheat. And what we'll do is where this comes out, just here. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll put that there and we'll carve a little hole down here. Okay, so I got that all wired up. So basically, yeah, got the wire coming down into the pipe coming down into here, into the mechanical user, and then the other pipe going into the top here. And I've not linked this up yet because I'm going to want filters on both of these. And I've grabbed a filter just so that we can make sure that only wheat goes into both of these items. But unfortunately, I haven't got any wheat at the moment, so we'll have to come back and do that. And obviously, we've got to put the cows in there as well. Now, we need to set up the mana system. Right, so what we want is all the bits and pieces to set up a simple ender flame system. So, have we got any ender flames? Yes, we have. We want an open crate. We've got some of those. We want some redstone conduit, which I've got here. And obviously we are going to want some coal, which we've got a load of that. We're going to want a pressure plate, and I've got that. Just trying to think. Yeah. Oh yeah, some redstone torches, obviously, so that we can get it all redstoned, and the repeaters. So that should be all that we need, and something to build it with. And I'm guessing that we'll use some of the basalt bricks as well, as we've already used some of those. So I want to try and get this as far away from possible, just so that we're not in danger of stuff getting picked up by the hopper hock over here. And if we put our flowers down just here, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that should be plenty far enough away. And then we just need to build this up a little bit, just so that we've got a sufficient area to put the open crate on. And so 1, 2, 3, like so. We'll grab our open crate, we'll put it on the bottom of there, like so, and then we can jump up, we can get rid of that. And the one thing that I didn't grab out that we need is a hopper and another chest. So we need to grab another chest. In fact, do we want to grab a chest? Yeah, we'll automate this in due course, but for now I just want to get this up and running. So that was not where we wanted to put the hopper, so let's just grab that back up again. So we want the hopper there, and we want the chest on top of the hopper. Did we do that? No. Do it again. Cool, we did. Then underneath here we'll have the wooden pressure plate, so that will go there. And then out of the pressure plate, obviously we are going to have the repeater, like so. Yeah, so that will light up. In fact, no, that is, yeah, that is fine. That is exactly what we want. And I've just realised that we are so close to the wall that I'm probably going to have to move some of that. So yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Then we are going to want this on this side. So basically what will happen is that will, can I see this from there? Yeah, I can. Stand on that. Yeah, and then that will turn the redstone torch off. Good. Now, obviously, that is then going to need to go into a repeater. So we're going to need... Yeah, I thought as much. We're going to need some space in here in order to take this out. Now, I was really kind of hoping this wasn't going to happen. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go away. I'm going to move the cows up to there so they're out of the way, and I'll be back. Okay, so that is the cows out of there. Now, what we need to do then is we need to put in another repeater. And can I actually get on top of this block? And we'll put the repeater there. So that is fine. And then what we need to do is grab our redstone conduit, like so. And I probably could have made this a little bit more compact, to be honest. Did we really need a repeater there? I'm not sure if we did, but we'll leave it there for now. And then this needs to just need to create a little bit more space here. We'll tidy all this up afterwards. And yeah, so what we need is to be able to grab this so we have a redstone torch on the other side of that, which will activate whether or not the hopper is working. And now we can get rid of those bits because we don't need those anymore. Yeah, and that should be fine. And then we want another repeater into the back of that because I don't think the redstone conduit will pass a signal through that block. So like so, repeater just here, that will operate the torch, and then the redstone conduit will be good enough to operate the repeater. So if we put that there, I don't think that was quite, can I get up there even? Right, thank you. Right, so that'll be fine. And then we just need to hook that up to that. So if I now, so that's not got a redstone signal currently, and that's fine. So that means if we've got stuff in here, let's just throw that all down, that is all going to fall through there. But however, if we stand on here now, hopefully, yeah, the redstone torch comes off. So that will stop that happening. So what will basically happen then is if we pop some coal into here and schoolboy error, let's take off our ring, that will fall onto there, and these will only get the ender flames. That will only go into the ender flames when it's required. But first of all, obviously what we need to do is we need to pop this on here. We need to grab ourselves a wand, and I did think I had one on me, but seemingly not. That's not what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Like so. So grab the wand, and we've got a whole bunch of those, so pretty handy. And we just need to link all of those up with the mana spreader, like so. We need to link the mana spreader to the mana pool, and we need to link the flower, get out of here, to that mana pool. Hopefully that's worked. Let's just double check, otherwise yeah, cool. And then finally we need to, oh, the hopper hook is working already, good. Right, so everything Botania wise is linked up, everything wire wise is linked up. Our cows are all in here, and the only thing there then that we need is the wheat. So let's quickly sort the milk out while we're down here, and now that is going to be far easier. I just require a little bit of fence, and we can get this set up in like literally about 2 seconds. It's going to be so easy. So all we need then is a cow in a little pen like this, and then we are going to have a mechanical user on this side. This is such an easy way to get cows milked. It really is. I thought I had more mechanical users than that, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, we will grab, did I just use all my fence? Really? We will grab some more fence first before we do anything. Let's just make sure that it's the same. It's the jungle fence, and we can put that away. We're not going to require that, or the gate, or the stone, or the beef for now. We'll put this here. No, we won't put it there. Let's just grab that back out again. Right, we'll put this here just so that it stops the cow that we're going to put in here from wandering away, because otherwise it'll be able to get onto this. And then what we're going to require is a bucket. A bucket like so. So let's grab I need one bucket. So the bucket will go into the mechanical user, and in fact, let's just make sure that this is all working as we go along. So let's just grab one of these cows out really quickly and get back over here. Drop the cow into here and then put that onto activate item with block, use item, entity. There we go. So it's entity the same. So that milks the cow. And then what we need is another mechanical user. Now, I thought that I had 3 mechanical users. Oh, I have. I've got another couple over here, and we are also going to want some more item conduit, and we'll get those as well because we'll use that. They can't hold much liquid, but they're not going to need to. So we want that one facing that way. We want the gorge, the gauge, however you want to say it, just here. We want the item conduit in the middle, and we want these to be on in and out on both sides. So this is going to pass the bucket back and forward like so. Right, and then have we got a filter? We're going to need a couple of filters because one side is only going to want to receive buckets and the other side is only going to want to receive milk. And I might have set these up already. I haven't, I don't think. Oh, I have. Right, so that side is the milk one. I knew I'd set these up already. So that can only receive buckets. And this side can only receive milk. And now if we go onto the extracts and turn off the active. And for some reason this is just going backwards and forwards. Why is that actually happening? Just because it's just clicking this, but it needs to place block, use item on block, activate. Oh, that's wasn't it. Use item on activate block with item. Right, good. So that's going to fill up with milk. Pretty cool. That was pretty quick actually. Pretty happy with that. And obviously we'll be using the milk, we'll be pulling it through into our auto crafting system. So it's not going to matter that it can only have 4 because that's so quick. And obviously it's infinite as well. Right, so we've got mana, we've got this, and we've got the cows up here. So now all we need to do is to go and get our wheat linked up. So yeah, give me 2 seconds and I'll get that done. Okay, so got it all linked up. We've got the filters in here so that we've got the wheat. Now, all that we need to do is potentially just change this over so that is always active and that is also always active. And now, oh, can I get up there? That would be absolutely fantastic if I could. And now, this should be, yeah, so we've not got any wheat in here yet. And I'm kind of wondering why, because we said insert wheat. I'm thinking potentially, is it just a bit slow or no, or is it filling up this first of all? Why, oh, why? Can this not work? Oh, we haven't put the card in. That'll be why. Right, so now we've got some wheat going in. Good, right. Always a simple solution. So, do you know what? We will just naturally, because is that cleverly split this between the two? It has done. So that baby cow actually took some damage down here, which was not quite what we wanted. Cool. So that is now going to be fed. So if we just check that, we should see, yeah, you can see the wheat is going down. It's going back up again because we were also collecting some wheat. But yeah, so that's going to be feeding that. That's going to kill the cows. and we should start to see some beef coming into here, which will then obviously be available wherever we want it. I think that was just our first cow being killed then, and let's just double check in here. Right, cool. So we've got some beef already coming through into our system, so that's working. We've got some milk which is coming through into here. Now I'm almost kind of thinking that we don't need this tank on here, that we can bring the milk buckets into our autocrafting system via a remote link, and then send the bucket back through the remote link into the mechanical user. But yeah, we'll work that out in the next episode. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the episode there. Now, just want to check how much wheat we've got in here, because I think we're potentially going to have to up our wheat capacity. I might make myself an imaginary time block, because that'll obviously make things go a lot quicker. But we need to find a way, obviously, to be able to turn that off, because we don't want to lag the server out. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna end the episode there, because I've got the 2 bits done that I really wanted to do for this episode, and then in the next episode we'll get the rest of the bits and pieces done. So I think in between episodes I'll pop down the tomatoes and the lettuce so that we've got those, and I'll craft up a load of the items. So we're going to use some of the RF Tools crafters, I think, for this. But yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, if you've liked the video, then please hit that like button. It is always appreciated. And until next time, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.